Hello kids! Mga kaibig-ibig, another story entitled The Way of the Woods. Did you hear that? The jungle sang a story and cannot afford to miss it. A colorful narrative set in the woods. Come out pledged as a few children. Dog story. Happy watching! God bless!
The Way of the Woods, storyteller teacher Elwina. Many years ago, deep in the North Woods, lived a great bear named Bobo. He was the strongest and bravest bear alive and respected by all the forest creatures. One day, all the animals gathered together to discuss some changes in the woods. A new animal that walked on the two legs and was covered in strange fur was making its home nearby. They needed a leader and could think of no one better than Popo. They all marched to Popo's cave and asked if he would be the king of the forest. Popo was thrilled, and even though he did not know that what being a king was all about, he gladly accepted. Popo then said, "I will need some helpers and I want Crowley, Crow, and Willard Weasel to be my advisors." Well, Crowley and Willard were honored and both agreed to work with King Popo. One day later, the snake visited King Popo and told him of a strange animal he saw close by. Popo asked, "Where do you see this animal?" Slither replied, "It lives with a strange, two-legged creature at the edge of our woods." Popo thought for a moment and said, "Willard and Crowley, go to the edge of the woods and see what this animal is." Within moments, his two helpers were go on their way. Sometime later, Willard and Crowley returned, excitedly told King Popo there was indeed a strange animal at the edge of the wood. It was small, maybe the size of Bobby Beaver, and it had a strange, barking voice instead of a yelp or a howl. All three sat for a long time, thinking about the strange newcomer that lived so close to their wood. Finally, King Popo said, "We must go and meet this animal." All three got up and left King Popo's cave. In a short while, they were at the edge of the woods, watching the strange animal. King Popo said, "We'll go to the animal and ask what he is and why there is a rope tied animal his neck." Without hesitation, Willard scampered across the field and hid behind some wood close at the strange animal. Said Willard, the strange animal looked around. "I am over here behind the wood pile," William said in a louder voice. The strange animal stretched the roof as far as it would go, but not being able to see who was speaking, said, "Please come out so that I can see you. My master isn't around." Willard came out slowly from behind the wood pile and cautiously approached the strange animal. "What type of an animal are you?" asked Willard. "I'm a dog and my name is Dillard," he replied. "And what are you?" he then asked. "Me, I am Willard and Weasel representing King Popo, ruler of the forest." "Why are you bound to that stake in the ground?" asked Willard. "My master keeps me tied so I can go into the woods," replied Dillard. "No animals should be tied," Willard shouted. "I shall bite through the rope to set you free. You can then come into the woods and live with me." In one mighty bite, Willard set Dillard free. Then the two of them ran across the field into the wood. After Willard introduced Dillard to King Popo and Crowley, they all left. When they got to the center of the woods, King Popo introduced, Dillard to all the other forest creatures. Dillard especially liked missing Winnie Wolf and Carl Coyote, who seems to be his cousin. As the summer passed, King Peppa fattened himself on berries and salmon. Dillard and Willard became a good friend. His nose led him to the strange creature's house, where he had first met Dillard. He looked around, all was clear. He followed a wonderful smell of eggs into a strange cave. He looked around and couldn't believe his eyes. There were chicken eggs, hundreds of chicken eggs all around him. As he reached for an egg, a chicken saw him and sounded the alarm. Soon all the chickens were clucking, squawking, and making a fuss. Then he heard something behind him. As he turned, he saw a strange creature that lived there. The one that Dillard called Master. There was no escape, and Willard was terrified. The strange creature looked at Willard and said, "You are Weasel, and set Dillard free. Why I ought to?" But before we could finish, Willard yelled out, "Wait, don't do anything to me. I can return Dillard to you. Just let me pass, and Dillard will be back in a very short time." Strange creature stepped aside and let Willard free. When Willard returned to wood, he ran to his friend. "Dillard, quick, follow me. I need your help." Well, Dillard didn't hesitate to help his friend, and off they ran, with Dillard in the lead. As they crossed the field, Dillard stepped. "What's wrong?" asked Willard. "My master lives there, and I am afraid to go any further," Dillard replied. "Don't worry," said Willard. "Your master is not there." Again, Dillard followed Willard right into the cave with all the chickens. In a flash, the master had rope around Dillard's neck. He then looked at the weasel and tossed him an egg and said, "Thank you for returning my dog." Willard left for the woods without saying a word. Dillard remained with the farmer, making sure no weasel or any other vermin ever bothered his livestock. The end. The Way of the Woods, a memorable tale about friendship with delightful characters like Bow Wow the bear, Dillard the dog, Willard the weasel. A story I will read and reread by little readers at bedtime. Your storyteller, Teacher Elwina. Thank you kids for watching. And of course, don't forget to subscribe for you to be updated to all my videos and click the notification bell. Thank you so much. God bless everyone.
Jumping like, hold up.